year-round.
Good evening and welcome to the Monday edition of BTW21 News. Luis Romero greeting you. We hope that you all had a great weekend, that you were able to get out and enjoy it, and hopefully you went to the fair for that last Saturday. So all of that behind us now, we're going to get right into the news, beginning with a fatal crash that occurred in Patrick County. This was all following a pursuit with law enforcement. We can tell you that a 28-year-old Galax man died in a crash on Thursday afternoon after a pursuit, as I mentioned to you, with police, all taking place in Patrick County. The incident started on Route 58 east of Stewart when the Patrick County Sheriff's Office tried to stop a 1987 Jeep Comanche traveling at an excessive speed, according to Patrick County Sheriff Dan Smith. The pickup truck did not stop and crossed over onto the oncoming lane before entering the town limits. Deputies blocked the intersection at Walmart and blocked the eastbound lane of Route 58 at the hospital, forcing the suspect back into the westbound lane. The sheriff said the Jeep sideswiped a vehicle at the intersection of Patrick Avenue and South Main Street. At around 4 p.m., the Jeep, running on two blown tires at this point, continued on South Main Street, tried to make an abrupt turn onto Ashby Drive, ran off the right side of the road and down a steep embankment, according to authorities. Virginia State Police reports that the suspect, Joseph Lee Eugene Duncan Jr., was not wearing a seatbelt and died at the scene. Sheriff Smith said the pickup truck had been reported stolen from Mount Airy, North Carolina, and that Duncan was a fugitive wanted from both Carroll County and the city of Galax. The state police crash reconstruction team assisted with the crash. Now we're going to give you a bit of an update in regards to the crash that occurred Friday morning involving a Henry County school bus. We of course mentioned to you that two students were taken to the hospital, and that information remains accurate at this time. We also have learned the information that we were missing in regards to the individuals in the other vehicle that struck the school bus and if they were injured. Now that brings their total to 4 people that were sent to the hospital again after that school bus crash in Henry County. The crash occurred at around 8:15 a.m. on River Road near Shady View Road, again all on Friday morning. Virginia State Police reports that there were 2 minor injuries on the school bus and that the driver and passenger of the black Ford Escape involved were transported to the hospital in Martinsville. Police say charges are pending on the driver of the Ford that struck the bus. And of course, the crash remains under investigation. Now for a switch in the tone of news, now to share some great news. And of course, we're talking once again about Patrick and Henry Community College and all of the awards and grants that they have been receiving recently. And this next one is a national award that they were able to receive for their manufacturing, advanced manufacturing program, I should say. Patrick and Henry Community College's advanced manufacturing program won the first Rural Community College Alliance Innovation and Access Award for its partnership with Festo and the National Coalition of Certification Centers. And I quote, "We know we have an outstanding program and outstanding instructors. This national award just validates that for us and our students," said Dr. Greg Hodges, Patrick and Henry Community College's president, in response to advanced manufacturing employers citing the need for increasingly complex training. PNHCC says it's introduced advanced manufacturing training in its Industry 4.0 partnership with Festo and NC3 in 2018, and in 2019 it became the first institution in the nation to offer all 3 levels of training and the first to offer the highest level of Industry 4.0 training. In June of 2020, PNHCC says it became the first NC and Festo Center of Excellence, recognizing the community college's role in driving the future of career and technical education and workforce development. Now, PNHCC serves as an NC leadership school. So, of course, a big congratulations to Patrick and Henry Community College and all their efforts to make sure that those going into the workforce are the most highly trained. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, sir. Can I help you?
I'm hunting for a good bargain. A friend of mine sent me.
Okay. You want to come out from behind that bush?
Oh, sure. Looking for a gift for my wife's birthday.
Oh, yeah? What does she like?
She likes it when I say money, if you know what I mean.
Sure. Well, this pre-owned Camry has all the bells and whistles for a great price.
Yep, I think this'll do just fine.
Autos by Nelson. Stop by any of our dealerships today or visit us online.
Hey, come see us at Martinsville Urgent Care. We're located at 1044 East Church Street, Martinsville, Virginia. Our telephone number is 276-634-0010. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We do offer time slots now, so you can call us and get that scheduled so you will not have to wait. Don't forget to come see us at Martinsville Urgent Care, 1044 East Church Street, Martinsville, Virginia, 276-634-0010. Call us to get your time slot booked.
My name is Leanne Shelton. I'm a physical therapist assistant here at Therapy Direct. Therapy Direct is located on 301 Lavender Street, Martinsville, Virginia, 24112. Our hours are 8 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 8 to 2:30 on Friday. For more information, you can give us a call at 276-632-5281. Here at Therapy Direct, we value our patients, and your healing is our mission.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us for BTW21 News. It is now time to turn it over to Dustin Staples. He has a lot to talk about in regards to weather. We're going to be talking about all of the rain that will be coming in to our area, and we will also let you know what impacts all of this and the upcoming storms could have for Friday football and Oktoberfest.
Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Happy Monday to you, everybody. We appreciate your time, and always we thank you for very much for checking us out here on the Neighborhood Network. I'm Weatherman Dustin Staples, and we have a very adventurous week ahead of us because we have the possibility of seeing some heavy tropical rain that could be impacting, not only is it Football Friday, it's also Oktoberfest Saturday. So a lot of you all, me and Luis has been conversating back and forth all today about this, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it in just a second. So we'll talk more as we get closer to the weekend and what's more is expected. Right now, we are way still too far advanced to let you know if it'll be a direct hit. Not for us, but again, we may see some impacts towards the weekend. But we'll talk about that in just a little while. But again, we are going to continue to see lots of sunshine and clear skies today as we begin a third week in a row, as we're going to begin pretty nice, to say the least, out there. So get ready for some nice cool weather. Pretty cool and crisp over the weekend, so not too bad out there. 70s continue on to play. Of course, our sunset's coming in now about 7:10 with a northwest breeze expected. We will begin to see clear skies and mild weather filtering overnight tonight as you are making your plans to maybe do some grill outs. This is a good time of year to get out there and take advantage of those bonfire activities. A lot of people like to go out there and make some s'mores and soak in the nice fall weather, and better yet, take a drive at some point here in the next couple of weeks. We will have the fall foliage report coming out here in about a week and a half from now, so stay tuned for that. Tonight, cool and crisp, not cruel, but it's feeling cooler than average out there as you're making your way out and about. The cool spot I was able to find is in Meadows-a-Dan, so out there tomorrow morning in Patrick County, you may be waking up to some 30s possible, or upper 30s to say the least. Elsewhere in the city, thanks to that urban heat island effect, basically meaning a lot of that heat escapes and radiates back into space. You won't cool off as drastically, but again, 45 is pretty chilly, especially for this time of the month right now. So this is more like late October and November temperatures overnight low. Just to give you a perspective, what is the average low? Again, our average low is right around 55 to about 57 degrees, so just keep all that in mind. Tuesday is featuring abundant sunshine, another below normal day, but you know what? A lot of us should not be complaining because we have had some hot Septembers in the years past. We've had some extremely wet Septembers even, and so we've been very grateful to the last, after like the middle of the month, September has been pretty nice to us so far. So, and it's going to end on a wet note, and we'll talk about that in a second. Again, there is that west-northwest breeze coming into play as well. Area-wide temperatures again for Tuesday, low to mid-70s, upper 60s, low 60s even to our friends towards Patrick County there with lots of sunshine. North-northwest breeze about 5 to 15 miles per hour out there, but other than that, things are going to be generally sunny with lots of cool air in place. All right, let's get to the week ahead because I'm sure a lot of you want to go ahead and talk about what we're in for between now and going into Friday. Again, me and Luis have been conversating. We've talked over the weekend. We talked this morning about how is the weekend shaping up. Let's get through day by day first before we start jumping to the weekend. I know a lot of you all have conversations going on, maybe at your dinner table or just whether you're out at work and stuff like that. So here's what I got for you. So tomorrow, not a bad day. Sunshine, low humidity, gorgeous out there, a little breezy from time to time. So something I will say, we are going into a bit of a drought now because we haven't seen much rain here lately. We do need to see a little bit of rain. Yes, we picked up a little bit on Sunday with a cold front was coming through, triggered some afternoon light showers and even some heavy rain, but enough that didn't really cause disruptions to your evening commute. Plus, it was Sunday, so a lot of you were probably home or maybe going to some evening church services or whatever you may have been doing. Just do know that things pretty cleared up fast out there as well. Wednesday here, lots of sunny skies, but boy, does it get cool in a hurry. So look at these overnight. Like I said, 40s for a lot of our overnight lows. Tuesday night into Wednesday, we could see some mid-30s even for our friends towards Patrick County. Now, this is not the coldest we've seen in September. Again, these are like October, November overnight lows. Keep that in mind. This is not what average lows should be, ranging in the 40s at night. But hey, I'm not complaining. I hope you're not either. Luis and I we talked over the weekend, and he gave me a hard time because he wants it summer all year. And I said, boy, you need to go move elsewhere because you're not going to get summer here all year round. And some of you, jokingly saying that, he just wishes that, we could move further to the southern equator or right around the northern part of the equator anyway. So I told him, I said, yeah, we're done with the warm weather for a while. I mean, the 90s, it looks like are not in the forecast for the foreseeable future. Maybe some 80s here and again. But again, Thursday, still pretty chilly. High 66, low 49. I promise you would think this is like mid-October or early November right now just because of how cool we are. Low staying in the 40s. Okay, here's what we got for you for the weekend. Do know this is going to change, okay? This is not a complete set in stone forecast, but we're beginning to get more of a generalization of what more data is coming in from the Hurricane Center and what these models are forecasting right now. So we're watching Hurricane Ian. It's expected to become a major hurricane by tonight, if not tomorrow sometime, with possibility of a Category 4 storm by early Wednesday morning of top winds of 130-35 miles an hour. So right now it is expected to make landfall somewhere between Fort Myers and Tampa. Believe it or not, if this is the first time, if this does make a landfall in Tampa, it would be the first time in nearly a century, 100 years ago, since a major hurricane has impacted Tampa, because part of that city is a little bit low-lying itself, and of course you have a lot of that flat land around it. So if the hurricane does potentially make landfall in Tampa, it would be the first time in almost 100 years of some sort that Florida has seen a major hurricane make landfall there. But for us right now, it would be a depression at this state and time. It would most likely be downgraded to a post-tropical storm by the weekend here. So Friday and Saturday, just do know there's the possibility Friday football may get postponed this week. I know Chad probably doesn't want to hear that, but just do know there's a possibility of Friday football may getting postponed for all of our area high schools. Saturday is looking the wettest of the days right now. Some of the models data is spitting out a couple of inches of rain, and right now they're all over the place. They don't have an exact set number, so we'll just continue to keep a close eye. But again, Friday night into Saturday looks to be the wettest days. Friday night, or Saturday mostly, but going into that time frame, looks like the wettest days of the week would be Saturday. And so maybe you're having some yard sales or some high school reunions going out and about, or whatever you may be doing. Just do know that Friday We're going to begin the day cloudy, and then that rain is going to continue to settle in over us as you make your way out and about. And look at these cool overnight lows, those 60s and 50s. And here's the latest track. This is the afternoon, early evening update. Has that storm majorly potentially coming a major hurricane, like we said, by early Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. Navy may most likely begin a powerful storm. Winds moving up 130, 40 miles per hour. And again, that center, now something, we'll talk about this, but you see the eye there, this little area of location means somewhere within that cone of uncertainty. We call it the cone of uncertainty because you don't know. It could land somewhere over this end, it could land somewhere over here. A 50-mile turn or shift could make the storm move further east or further west. So right now things are a little all over the place with this, but we are confident that most likely the Canary Islands outside of Puerto Rico there, or excuse me, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico was able to scave most of this storm this time. So, and they're still recovering from the other storm that just came through there. I can't think of the name. Fiona, that's what it was. Right now, Canary Islands, the Bahamas, a lot of tropical storm warnings and watches. It is expected to continue to move its way northward into the northeast about roughly, again, by Thursday afternoon. It will most likely already be on landfall as a tropical storm or a hurricane even. And then again, by the time it gets right around this little area here, this is where we got to pay close attention, because if it goes further this way, we could see less rain. If it continues to further move to the west of it, it would most likely give us more rain, because right now the things are looking, we could possibly see more of that heavier rain than any of that as well. Folks along the coast of Florida here could potentially pick up between anywhere 3 and 9 inches of rain expected, with that winds over 100 miles an hour. So if you have folks along Fort Myers, Tampa, Miami, down towards Jacksonville, the panhandle of Florida, and even Alabama could see some effects from the storm moving through. So do know we are in now that time of year, and believe it or not, there was another storm we've got to keep a close eye on that may become the next tropical storm on that as well. The latest update on Hermine, it is now a dissipated storm. That storm formed immediately and quickly dissipated. Gaston is now long gone. We thought this was going to be Hermine because how quickly this storm was going to develop, and then we saw that one develop outside of the coast of Africa. I told you about that one as well. So it was Hermine and then Ian, right back-to-back names had formed with it too. Okay, that's enough of my time here. A lot of informative information. Stay tuned. We have a lot more break local programming. Chad's coming up next with a look at sports.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.
Hi, my name is Dr. Capers Zentmeyer here at Zentmeyer Chiropractic. It's our goal to create wellness in all areas of life. Here at Zentmeyer Chiropractic, we are a neurologically based, state-of-the-art facility in the beautiful Martinsville-Henry County area. With our technique and our technology, we're able to get down to the root cause of any health concerns you may have and then correct them from inside out. We'd love for you to come by and check us out. We take care of personal injuries, car accidents, pregnant women, babies, and people of all ages. We love serving families through the principle of chiropractic care. So come on down to Zentmeyer Chiropractic, where we can help you remain in health as a lifestyle for a lifetime. So please come see us here at Zentmeyer Chiropractic. We are located here on the corner of Kings Mountain Road and Virginia Avenue. Our address is 3652 Virginia Avenue in Collinsville, Virginia, and our phone number is 276-647-5555.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter, Martinsville and Danville.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us for BTW21 News. We're going to turn it over now to Chad Hall. He has a look at your local sports and in addition to the Valley Star 300 coverage.
And in sports this past weekend, it was a busy time at the Martinsville Speedway and as well the Henry County Fair. For those of you that got out, a big shout out to Peyton Sellers. Again, a career milestone here, victory at the Valley Star 300 at the Martinsville Speedway. This is actually Sellers' fourth time winning the Virginia Triple Crown. The best average, of course, at Larry King Law Speedway and also South Boston Speedway, along with the Martinsville Speedway. So congratulations to Peyton Sellers again for his fourth time winning the Triple Crown. We'll jump right into football. Magna Vista had a big win over Tunstall 50-14, and the Magna Vista head coach is pretty excited about the win going into Bassett this week. They feel like they're going to bring that Smith River Classic trophy back to Magna Vista.
You know, I thought we came out and played great from early on there, and you know, and took care of business. Put on a good show for the homecoming crowd. Place is packed, and we had great student section on homecoming. That's what you love to see, and you know, these kids get to play in front of their peers, and that's awesome. They put on a show tonight. Absolutely huge game, rivalry week. So you know, we'll enjoy this one, and we'll get to work next week. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little more physical up front. I think you know, homecoming was a big distraction all week, but I thought the guys played well. We weren't as physical as we've been. Got to be a little more physical next week for sure.
That's going to wrap it up for today in sports, and we're going to close out with all of the past scores from Friday night's football.
We've been here for 25 years now, and we built a building that was bigger than what we needed when we first started. We've just about filled that place now. One of the things that we really do is we value our employees. We know it takes a long time for them to learn the skills, but people's skills are hard-earned, so we make sure that there is a job for them every day of the week, 52 weeks of the year. So even if we're quiet and we don't need people, a lot of businesses still lay people off, send people home. We don't do that. If you want to come to work, we will find you a job because we value the skills that you've learned with us, and we want you to stay here, and we want you to feel valued. And we want you as a family to go home and think, I'm always going to get a paycheck if I turn up to work for Drake.
Welcome back. Again, thank you for sticking along with us. Your Martinsville and Henry County Crime Report, as always presented by our friends at Apex Bail Bonds, is next.
Crump, 26 of Rocky Mount, Virginia, charged with probation violation felony. Stacy Hopkins, 27 of Bassett, Virginia, charged with brandish or point firearm. James Cooley, 31 of Bassett, Virginia, charged with contempt of court, failure to appear. Lewis Deathridge, 40, Collinsville, Virginia, charged with failure to appear in court for a misdemeanor offense and disobedience, resistance of an officer of the court. Aaron Johnson, 35, of Martinsville, Virginia, charged with shoplift, altering price tags, and contempt of court, failure to appear. Kayla McAdams, 27, of Martinsville, Virginia, charged with probation violation felony and probation violation misdemeanor. Jeffrey Ramey, 51, of Patrick Springs, Virginia, charged with probation violation felony. Robert Wagner, 39, of Bassett, Virginia, charged with failure to pay court-ordered fine.
Slip up, you need a bondsman you can trust at your side. At Apex Bail Bonds in Martinsville, our agents are with you at every step, not just the day you bond out. Need affordable bail? You'll get the same low rates we offer in Danville and Reedsville. Apex Bail Bonds has the only bail bondsman around licensed on both sides of the Virginia-Carolina line, provides fast releases and affordable bail at the lowest rates allowed by law. Apex Bail Bonds, Martinsville, across from Checkered Pig, for the lowest rates allowed.
Martinsville First Savings Bank has been serving Martinsville and Henry County since 1924. Feel free to stop by or call for more information on how our checking, savings, money market, and certificates of deposit can help you meet your financial goals. If you are tired of 800 numbers or online customer service, please contact us. We are local people making local decisions. Visit our office at 25 West Church Street in Uptown Martinsville or call 276-638-8771.
Welcome back. Thank you again for staying with us for this 30 minutes of news. We're going to turn things over now to your Martinsville and Henry County obituaries presented by Bassett Funeral Service.
Arthur Leo Tony, 63, passed away September the 20th, 2022. Visitation was held Sunday, September the 25th, from 1 to 1:30 p.m. at Star Bethlehem Church in Bassett. The celebration of life service was held following the visitation at 1:30 p.m. Online condolences may be made by visiting BassettFuneralService.com. Larry Allen Draper, 65, of Bassett, passed away Friday, September the 23rd, 2022. There will be a private service held for Larry on Monday, September the 26th, 2022. Bassett Funeral Service is serving the family. Online condolences may be made by visiting BassettFuneralService.com. Gary G. Privet, 63, of Bassett, passed away September the 22nd, 2022. The visitation will be Tuesday, September the 27th, from 12 to 1 p.m. in the chapel of Bassett Funeral Service. A funeral service will follow at 1 p.m. Jeanette Bowles Arrington, 84, of Bassett, passed away Saturday, September the 24th, 2022. Visitation will be from 5 to 8 p.m. at Norris Funeral Service, Monday, September the 26th, 2022. The funeral service will be held Tuesday, September the...
Bassett Funeral Service was founded in 1996 by Darrell B. Martin and Paul T. Kennedy Jr. We started as a small funeral home in Bassett, and in 2007 we went to one of the largest funeral homes in Martinsville and Henry County. We started with 3,200 square feet, and in 2007 went to over 20,000. Bassett Funeral Service is located at 3665 Ferrystone Park Highway in the town of Bassett. 276-629-1770.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it all for my time on this Monday. Again, we hope that you continue to enjoy the week, and we'll see you for the Tuesday edition tomorrow. News.